how to you know, how we do the access to our remote setting. Once again, if you haven't done it already, you're supposed to use your documentation which I sent to you yesterday, the file which I sent to you. This is the file, and it is explained inside exactly how to install the VPN, where to get the VPN files, how to install it, which passwords to use if it is prompted, and afterwards you have already your username for OpenVPN. You know the password; it is written in the documentation here too, as well as you know which IP address you're supposed to access and which user there you need to use. So I'm gonna demonstrate it again. Mine is already installed. I'll click and I'll right click on my OpenVPN. My username is only OpenVPN. There is no digit. For you guys, everyone has a separate digit here. Then you click connect and you wait to connect to it. Once again, my username is this one. Say OK. So you would connect to, when you see this, the green thing within, that will show it to you that you're, it will say that you're connected. The next thing is to open the start menu and to write down here remote, let's say, or Microsoft Terminal Services Desktop. Here it is, the remote desktop connection. Then choose the IP address which correspond to your group. So 2 people could access it, and as we said, 1 person. So for the users you will put /ISI1 or ISI2, depends what you have in front of your name. For me it's ISI1, and this is the IP address I'm using. Yours will be something similar. Then you say connect, and actually it will take this dot will take your computer name. You might be prompted to accept that the certificate which is issued is not you know, is not issued by a recognized organization. Just say check the box there saying don't bother with this, I believe it, and click yes, and that's all. The password, you know, I already said what it is. It's the same for everyone. And here it is. Then you have access to your remote computer. This is how it looks. Now what you need to do next is to, if you haven't installed Chrome, it's better to install it. Just open your Internet Explorer, download Chrome and install it. But if you have the Chrome already installed, you could try it also on Microsoft Internet Explorer. Just be sure that you're gonna open Windows Server. You will open the Windows Server Manager, and you will check here in the dashboard, in the local server. Be sure that the Internet enhanced security configuration is off. That means both of these are off. That's very important, because otherwise it will ask you a lot of questions. And you need to click many times, especially if you're using the Microsoft Internet Explorer. Be sure you have access to your online storage, because and actually the link which I sent to you, it's a good idea now to put it here. So indeed I will open it, because you know I have access to all of my storage places. But be sure that the Microsoft Office is you're able to access it, the online office. And here it is. I will open the one which I already sent to you in this is the link which I sent to everyone. It's in the important actually. All of this we will need it, but actually what you could do, you could click here and you could download all of these things. You could download on your computer here. So basically you could just right click and you download. It will take a little bit of time, but actually you will have after this everything installed. I mean download it, and we could start using it Monday. So just leave it to do this. The other things you need to do, first address you need to access is the first host. We're gonna speak what is the virtual host and which are there, but for now I'm gonna send it to the chat. The first one you need to access is this one. So that's the virtual host one. Once again, we will speak tomorrow, Monday, which one is which one and what it is. So for vhost 1, this is the IP address. For vhost 2, the IP address is almost the same. There is only one difference here. And for your shared storage, which is your free NAS, it is almost the same with only one difference, which I'm sending to you now. The username for all of these usernames, I'm gonna say here, for all the three of them is this one, which I'm sending to you now. Okay, this is for all of them. So when you access this one, first thing what I'm gonna do is just to refresh it. I'll click inside, I'll refresh it, and then if it's prompting you here to accept the certificate, be sure that you will accept the certificate, even though it is not issued by a recognizable agency, because it is something we're accessing from our school, so no problem with this. The username, we're gonna use it. The password for the first and the second one, so for 172.18.02 and 03 is, I'm gonna put it now. So I'll put it here now. So for the vhost, I'm gonna put the password. So these are the passwords for both of them. It's starting with the @ symbol, okay? And for the free NAS, you created it. It will ask you. You might use the same which I just sent you, might use something, well, do it with your convenience. So now I'll start the other one. I'll choose the same password. Okay, here it is. And the free NAS, I already created my password. You see the username, and I actually saved it here, and I say login, and you will see now that's how it looks. The free NAS. So that's what you need, guys, to access. Now, the esxi1 user will use the first vhost. That's Monday on. The esxi2 user will use, obviously, the second host. Well, you might access all of them, but when you do something, which I'm going to ask you to do the next week, be sure, guys, the esxi1 user using this host from a group, and esxi2 user from the same group is using the second host. The free NAS, both of you guys might work on it, just don't work on the same time. Any questions?
No, sir.